Hello everyone! I have seen many rookies with AMD processors that had problems at trying to run Android Studio Emulator because they have no idea of the kind of emulators that exist and the architectures that they can have, which inevitably will lead to Haxm support failure. And that's not a problem of Android Studio, it's probably because of the hardware or operating system that they have. So, in this video I'm gonna teach you how to run Android Studio Emulator even if you have an AMD processor. I had to make it clear before to start. According to Intel's page, the Intel Hardware Accelerated Execution Manager, Intel Haxm, is a hardware-assisted virtualization engine hypervisor that uses Intel virtualization technology, Intel VT, to speed up Android app emulation on a host machine. And that means that virtualization is a manager to emulate virtual devices with different operating systems. Meanwhile, Haxm is a virtualization speedup helper that can only run on Intel processors, those that have the capacity of virtualization Hyper-V. Meanwhile, AMD has its own line of processors with virtualization capacity, which are almost all with more than 4 cores, but only the most recent features a similar technology to Haxm called AMD-B and SVM, which is also supported by Android Studio. However, even though both technologies are supported by Android Studio, Haxm only works on Windows, while AMD-B and SVM can only run on Linux. Having left it clear, I can teach you what you have to do to run the Android Studio emulator on Windows even if you have an AMD processor that has or lack of virtualization acceleration support, AMD-B and SVM. So, let's start. First, open Android Studio. Then please click the AVD Manager icon and wait. As you can see, there is a list of all Android devices that you had created before, and I'm gonna show you what happens if you try to run a device with Haxm architecture. As you can see, there is an error. Emulation currently requires hardware acceleration, so it means that the manager can find the Haxm technology running on your operating system, and for that the device can't be opened. But don't run into panic. Even so, you can emulate an Android device, but you have to choose a specific type of architecture when creating the virtual image. Then let's create a new virtual device. As you can see, there is many choices. Just select whatever you like. It doesn't matter, it's the same. Just pick one and click next. This is the central point of the tutorial. Look carefully everything that appears on screen. As you can see, there are a few columns, and between them is a very important one, the AV column. It has 3 options valid for all Android versions: x86, x86, 64 and ARM AV. The one that we need is the last one, ARM AV, so select it and click next. Then on the next screen there are many options to configure the device. Choose which suits your hardware specs more, and then click finish. And that's it. Just wait a little while the devices are being created, and when it ends you can run now the emulator. So let's run it. It's gonna take a while, but it runs, and that's it all. So I'm gonna show you how it works, but already you can emulate Android on AMD processors. And bam! Now it works! Okay, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm sorry if my English is pretty bad, but I'm learning it, so you have to deal with this. So, thanks again, and let's see you another time.